Hello everyone. In this short video, I will show you how you can create a diagram on the website called diagrams.net. So you need to open your browser and go to diagrams.net. Okay, you can use this tool right on your browser, or you may also download it if you want to have it on your computer. So let's look at the download page. So here you would need to identify the installer that is compatible with your operating system. So you have a Windows installer. Windows no installer means it's a portable version of the program. You have Mac OS Universal Installer, and you have 4 possibilities for Linux and Google Chrome OS as well. So if you want to keep this program, just select the corresponding installer. Let's imagine you don't want to bother installing a new piece of software to your computer, or you're not using your computer at the moment, so you can start right away from your browser. Okay, perhaps the first time you open this program, you will be prompted to select where you would like to save the project or the diagram. So you would see something like this. You have 6 choices: Google Drive, OneDrive, Device, Dropbox, GitHub, GitLab. In this case, I'm going to use Device because I want to save the diagram to my computer. Just Device and create new diagram. The first thing you will see is a number of predetermined templates that you could use. See that there's a class diagram, a flow chart, there's some business templates, engineering, and so on. I'm gonna go back to basic and start from scratch with a blank diagram. So click on create, and well, let's look at the options that you have here. Some basic shapes. If you click, you will see more options. You have advanced, and you have arrows, flow chart. So I'm gonna pick this, a rounded rectangle. Let's pretend I'm gonna design a diagram about parts of speech in English. Okay, see that on the right you have some options to edit this. For example, the background color. If you click on this arrow, you have more colors. If you click here, you can personalize it. See if you have the hexadecimal code, or use any of the predetermined colors. If you click here, you have the RGB colors that you can also modify. There's a tab for text. So if you select, see that there are some styles. If you want something bigger, for example, heading 2, boldface, italic, underline, and so on. For the size, you can make it bigger. You can change the size. You could also change the color of the font as well. Maybe that's an unpleasant hue of green. Let's try something darker. Alright, so there are 2 main ways in which you can use this tool. You can do it the most manual way. So okay, you would need an arrow and start adding more shapes. So from an arrow here, the main problem is that you would need to place the arrow and adjust the size. So it can be a bit complicated. So I'm gonna undo this and see what happens when I place the cursor on top of this main concept. See that there's an arrow here. and I have a few choices, or I can click on the connect and select, for example, another shape, verbs. Okay, see that there are many directions. You could also rotate the whole diagram. So nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and you could keep on adding examples of nouns or verbs. And then, okay, I think the lines may be a little too long for what I need, so you can just reposition the shapes and see that you have a grid here, so you can measure the distance and make sure that they have the same size. And for example, well, sometimes you start designing a diagram or a concept map, and then you seem to be running out of space, so everything here can be rearranged and rearranged and repositioned. So for example, yeah, I could move this anywhere I needed it. Yeah, you can also change the color of the shape, so you can make it different. See, that's depending on your style and intention. So you could add any more of this shapes and styles. See that there are different choices, different types of arrows. See, as I said, you could rotate any of the parts of this diagram. There's a zoom in and zoom out button. So once you're satisfied with the finished product, you can download it. If you choose Save As, it will be saved to this file extension, Draw.io. So if you save this file, you will be able to edit this diagram later, and then you would just need to open from device and locate the file that you just downloaded. If you only need it as an image, just export it as, for example, PNG, JPG, SVG, and PDF, so on. So for example, a JPG image, you can zoom it, size it, and then you export it. And yeah, since you chose device, then look for an appropriate location and save your file. So I hope you find this tool helpful.